Menu narration option is set to off.
inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with their opponents. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. To throw here, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Good open field tackling there, a 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert off of play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Condors have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
See what happens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core without their #1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your #1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But it's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the #1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
That's what I do.
Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A first-half update now from Philadelphia, and making a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. Derek Carr, an early touchdown pass in that one. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. We'll try again. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Over the middle, it's complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They'll try and run for him. And I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deep.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert now. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Herbert on 1st down now. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25.
Bring in the second string. Bring in the second string.
A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Condors are able to stretch out their lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. He was able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. The extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. and turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Mike, 44. Oh, here we go. 44 to Mike, 44.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
24 is the Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak.
Play action. It's Fields. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take off. 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Second and long after the hold. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Fields on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jerry Tillery, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Herbert. Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. So they try to get it to the outside on 1st and goal. Nothing doing. Nothing was there.
Yeah, I think some teams want to stay with their bread and butter in these situations. If they like running that toss or that pitch, they want to go. To it. But I thought it was excellent defense, not allowing them to get upfield.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point up and through. And the lead grows to 10-0. 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Herbert operating from the red zone. This one caught by Kittle. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown! A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Condors have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Fields rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 2. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for 1st down.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Watch twist.
Fields now to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And the Sacramento 1st down.
Let's go, let's go!
Play action. It's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Condors on just 2 plays have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 44. Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's Bobo. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get back.
Off play action. Fields. They'll roll him, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st and 10, Herbert completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
A final shot before the break. Fields taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 30 on second down, Herbert. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Herbert on first down now. This is swung out to Eckler. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Herbert now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the third quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last, that didn't bother you too much.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Herbert. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Condors 14.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Herbert off of play action. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Herbert being chased out left. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Check 83, ball going to 83.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got room to run past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now it's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they try the right side here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looks like he'll throw here. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week.